Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk to you about 5 easy ways to maximize your budget to get the wardrobe of your dreams. But when I say budget, it has nothing to do with money. When I use the word budget, I'm actually focusing on the archaic definition of that word, which is a quantity of material. So in other words, space. How much space you want to allocate in your wardrobe for certain pieces of clothing. I mean, I think when we transition from season to season, that's when we can all relate to this, like, I have nothing to wear phenomenon, even though we might have a closet that is completely stacked full of clothing. So the first way you can maximize your budget to get the wardrobe of your dreams is to think about whether you want to put the time and energy into caring for a certain garment. I think we've all been there where we bought something and then it's like, oh, this is dry clean only. I hate going to the dry cleaner. Or, oh, this is 100% cotton, which probably is going to need to be ironed and I don't even own an iron. In other words, when you look at a piece of clothing, is it going to ultimately be something that, because of the care required to keep it in really good condition, is it going to be something that just totally stresses you out and drives you crazy to the point where you just end up avoid wearing it? So the second easy way to maximize your budget to get the wardrobe of your dreams is to think about whether you want duplication or you want something that's very unique and special. Is this something you already have 10 multiples of, or is it something that's really special and unique in your closet that not only serves to inspire you, but also serves to inspire the building of multiple looks using that garment as your foundation piece? And that garment doesn't even have to be something that's like super special, like one wedding dress or one ball gown. It can pertain to something as simple as a white t-shirt, because ultimately, if you've got 10 versions of one white t-shirt, is that cluttering up your wardrobe? Are you kind of getting those t-shirts lost in the shuffle? Like, you literally can't even see those t-shirts anymore when you look in your closet, because there's so many of them to choose from that ultimately they don't even inspire you anymore, and you can't really build unique outfits from that one t-shirt. The third way is to ask yourself, can this garment be worn multiple ways over multiple seasons? Is it something that can be layered? Can the legs be cuffed, rolled? Is it a top that can be tucked, French tucked, full tucked? Can you wear that shirt with a skirt just as easily as you can with shorts, just as easily as you can with jeans or pants? And can that item have the versatility to be worn casually or dressed up? And when a garment does have that type of versatility that can be worn season by season, it literally takes up so little of your closet, because it is one garment that can be worn like 10 different ways versus 10 garments that can only be worn one way each. It also too fosters this really great idea of creativity. It forces you to figure out how you can wear that one garment in multiple ways, and you would be delightfully surprised to find out how many combinations you can come up with. The fourth way you can maximize your budget to get the wardrobe of your dreams is to pick a color story. Now, I know this concept has kind of been beaten into the ground, and I think it's interesting because a color story can either be very liberating or it can be very limiting, just depending on how you approach fashion. For me, picking out like 5 colors to wear all year makes absolutely no sense. Fashion is a very emotional thing for me. It is very much tied into how I feel. It is very visceral. So for me, picking one color story would be so restricting. I would not feel creative at all. I think I would actually feel very depressed. So for me, a color story is very liberating when I choose a color story season by season. So for example, one thing I've noticed about myself is that when it gets cool out, when we shift into the fall and winter season, I automatically default to a very minimalistic look. I like neutrals. I stick to a palette almost primarily of blacks, creams, and warm browns. I do not like patterns. I don't like frill. I don't like puffs. I don't like ruffles. I just want like very streamlined clothing. Versus in the summertime, I love puff sleeves. I love ruffles. I love very feminine details on clothing. I also love pastel colors. I love having a variety of those pastel colors. And so for me, it doesn't make sense anymore to buy like a drab gray dress to wear in the summertime, which I would never wear, or like a bright purple puff sleeve sweater to wear in the winter, because I'd never wear that either. So I think that picking out a color story is a great idea as long as you know, unique to you, how you want to approach that color story. Are you the type of person that actually finds it to be very liberating to only have 5 colors to choose from throughout the year in your wardrobe? Or are you more like me and you need specific color palettes to serve you season by season? It just ultimately helps to eliminate, again, impulse purchases or those things that you buy thinking, yes, I will wear this, or I like the idea of this, but in reality, it's not something that's realistic to your lifestyle or even your taste season by season. And then finally, the 5th way to maximize your budget to get the wardrobe of your dreams is to study your style habits. It really is like a fascinating look into your approach to fashion. And what I mean by that is we all tend to have, say, like 10 sweaters, but we have the same 3 that are on rotation. Or we have 15 pairs of jeans, yet we always find ourselves wearing the same 4 pairs. Why? Ask yourself that question. Why am I constantly wearing these sweaters and ignoring the rest? Why do I always reach for this pair of jeans versus another pair? Is it the silhouette? Is it the fiber of the clothing? Is it the color? Is it the pattern? Is it just the overall feel that you get from putting that garment on? There are certain pieces of clothing in each of our closets that we just naturally gravitate to because for whatever reason, they make us feel amazing. They make you feel confident, they make you feel beautiful, they inspire you. When you look at your closet, what do you love wearing and what do you find you're trying to convince yourself to love wearing? And what I love about this step in particular is it takes the pressure off. It's totally okay to just have 2 booties in your closet versus 10 pairs. It's totally fine to just have 3 pairs of jeans in your closet instead of like an entire wall filled with shelves full of jeans. We've all been there and made the mistake of like scrolling through Instagram and seeing like these amazing walk-in closets and thinking, oh, that's what I aspire to. But frankly, one thing I found is that the less I have, the more I have. Because the more I have, the less I can see. And that most certainly pertains to what is hanging in my closet. I have been there, done that with the I have nothing to wear, yet I have 3 closets filled with clothing. To me, a dream closet means a well-edited, smaller closet versus something that is so massive, I literally don't even know what's in there anymore. To kind of summarize all 5 of these steps, ways that you can maximize your budget, again, the space in your closet to get the wardrobe of your dreams, really boils down to 3 simple concepts. Number 1, deliberate choices. Number 2, thoughtful consideration about what you're bringing into your closet. And number 3, training yourself to ask, why am I buying this? Because remember, style should always be an evolution. It's an evolution of you and it's an evolution of your lifestyle. And don't ever be afraid of reassessing that evolution because life changes, we change, our tastes change, and they most certainly evolve. Thank you guys so much for spending your time with me today. I hope you're having a good one and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.